Well, you've been a South African for the past
Forever.
8 years. So good morning, welcome to South Africa.
I think him longer than me. He came in '93. I didn't.
And he's got offices here.
Yes, yes.
2020, no, let's start with living with a purpose.
Yes.
What are you trying to say to young people?
Well, our intention is to inspire young people to understand that they were born on purpose. Mm-hmm. And now it's time to live with purpose. You see, there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of things that can get us off course. But what we'll be doing today with Leadership 2020 is reminding people of the truth. And we're going to share success strategies and leadership principles so they can maximize their potential.
Why is it as important that we tap into this thing that we all have, the leadership, the faith that we all have?
Lebo, you've asked a great question. When we try to fix ills of the past, across the world it happens. We do these kind of instant things. Mm-hmm. And so our country's young, it's 19 years old, and we should congratulate ourselves.
Yep.
We've done a tremendous job coming out of the place we started. But to fix the ills, we have done some things that are not natural. And we've made a lot of people very rich very quickly. Mm-hmm. We're not mad about that, but it's given the impression, along with modernity, along with the fastness of the iPod, the iPad, the computer age, to young people that it's a snap, that life is a snap, that business is a snap. I was on the radio the other day and a young woman called so distressed. She was so distressed and she wanted advice. And her question was, I've been waiting 2 months and I'm just exhausted. And I thought, Thomas Edison waited 4,000 tries before there's a light. So I think what we want to say to young people is that now that we're come of age and we're moving and we need to look at what our country's going to look like in 10 years and 20 years, that there has to be something inside. There has to be a gut. You have to be willing to fail and get up. And fail and get up. And we have such wonderful people like you and Sam and others around South Africa that have tried and tried and tried, and you didn't quit. And look where you are. So we want to pass that on to them because the other way they're getting the wrong impression about entitlement.
Marlon, I mean, for you, you had a professional career and you left it and decided, I'm going to do this instead. Somebody who's watching this is saying, fear is paralyzing them.
Right.
How do you get them to get out of that fear? I know how paralyzing fear is.
Yes, I do too. And as you said, I was working in corporate America in Silicon Valley as an electrical engineer. But I also knew in my heart, Lebo, that it wasn't my purpose. I was getting paid and whatnot, but yet it wasn't fulfilling. And so with it, I said, I'm going to resign. I'm going to step out on faith. And that's really what we're going to be talking about today. Faith and fear cannot operate at the same time. So what's controlling you? Is it fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, fear of failure? Or are you operating from it's possible, it's possible? And one of the things I love that Dr. Luck mentioned is that it's not about instant gratification, it's a process. And so for all of our participants, they're going to be receiving a Living with Purpose, 40 days to empowering you and your family. Because it's a process. It's not about overnight. It's about saying, I'm in this for the marathon. It's not a sprint. I'm in it for the marathon.
You could say the same thing with South Africa at the moment, with all these churches. There are churches that are mushrooming around South Africa, and it's because people are probably want instant gratification. How do we stop that, though?
You just asked me that. This morning.
How do we stop?
I think part of my mission is to help debunk what God was doing in the beginning. I think we've missed that. I've been blessed to have studied. I lived 18 years in Israel, and so I've been every part of the country to find out what was God thinking and what was he doing. We're going to talk about that this morning. But I did want to just visit this fear. It's a lot of acronyms for it. One is false evidence appearing real. But the other day I went to a movie in between TV shows that I was on to see After Earth with Will Smith and his son.
Yes.
Amazing movie. And he says that fear is always about the future events that haven't happened. So now I'm future events appearing real. I think we have to talk. I think that you're opening up the show this morning and giving us a kind moment to talk. I think we have to talk. I think we have to have courage. I think we have to not be afraid to say that, you asked about churches, that the religious environment is not a kingdom environment. And what God intended has really very little expression right now in all of the religious activities. And as people of faith, we have to at one point say, with all of this activity, we still got some real problems. So either God is impotent or we miss something. So I'm going to kind of err on the side that we missed something. And
What
then,
time do you
know,
start?
9.
9 o'clock
Yes,
this
ma'am.
evening.
This morning. This morning.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't miss it. Dr. Toni Luck, Marlon Smith, thank you so much, guys, for coming.
Thank you
Pity
so much.
we don't have
for
a lot of
inviting.
time.
No, we hope you can come.
Well, we will try and come. 9 o'clock this morning. Don't miss it at the Santon Convention Center.
No, at the
Regenesis?
Business Center, which is at 4 Pybus. It's right across the street from the Santon City. It's a big building
on the
corner
of Catherine and
Pybus.
Pybus.
Got it.
Genesis Business School.
Regenesis Business School
Yes.
in
Yes.
Santon. Living with Purpose seminar that's happening today, 9 o'clock. Let's take a break. Stay with us.